We have an absolutely cracking video for this one, and I say that because there are so many people that just aren't paying attention to the bigger picture when it comes to the Ascent. And I'm going to put it out there, the gameplay is solo. I've reinstalled the game. I'm going to try it in solo because I want to see the differences between solo and co-op. But I can tell you now, for the people that haven't played co-op, try and play it, see how bad it really is. Solo might be fun, might be really enjoyable, but co-op is not. Co-op has so many bugs, and you'll find more the more you play. But one thing about this game that so many people have disregarded. The only reason this game is getting attention right now is because it's being released during a dry spell for gaming, and because it's on Game Pass. The exact same thing happened for Outriders when that released in April, and other games this year, the same things happened as well. If the Ascent was released in October, where big games are coming out, or if everyone had to pay £25 for it, then half of you in the comments section wouldn't have even given it the time of day. And I absolutely love how aggressive some people have been in the comments about my opinion. Remember, opinion. And it's actually quite funny seeing all the dislikes in the comments saying that I uploaded the video for views and I'm ranting for the sake of ranting. When one, I didn't upload it for views. If I wanted views, I would spam upload other games that guarantee me views on this channel. However, you're obviously not noticing that it's my job, and views are the job. That's the main part of it, getting views. But ranting for the sake of ranting, I don't do that. If you've been on the channel, you will know that I don't rant just for the sake of ranting. I don't make them up. You'll see if you go back and watch my other video for the Ascent, you'll see I said there are just enemies or just NPCs just walking on the spot. And within like 5 minutes, I saw like 6 of them. You don't have enemies walking on the spot in a game that's good. But number 2, it was my opinion, and not only that, you're giving it more exposure by interacting, which gives me more views and I get more money. And I don't know how many of you are new to the channel and you watched my Ascent like rant or whatever, but for those of you that don't know, I don't give a shit about the likes and dislikes on a video. I couldn't care less. I've seen it before. I had like double dislikes to likes on my Mafia Trilogy rant, because people nowadays will just defend anything they can grab onto. I ranted about the Mafia Trilogy not being a trilogy because they released 2 games when they sold the trilogy, and everyone had to wait 5 months for the missing piece of the trilogy. So when they first released it, it was not a trilogy. But because it's Mafia, there are so many fans for the franchise, people just jumped to defend it. The same with Battlefield 2042. Everyone jumped to defend that. Oh, you're saying it's a rip-off, COD's done this, COD's done that. A rip-off is a financial term, and it is a rip-off. It's an EA-based game. They're publishing it, they're selling it. If you want to play a week early, you have to buy one of the 2 biggest editions, which is going to be way more than the standard edition. And you don't even get a lot extra. That is a rip-off. But back to the Ascent. People are moaning about the amount of walking, and I'm one of them people because one of the first objectives, you have to walk like 1,000 meters. So there's a lot of people moaning about that, especially like early in the game, because yes, there's a taxi and a subway, we'll get to that in a little bit. But the people that are moaning, they're having responses from the people defending it, saying there's a taxi and a subway in the game, yet they're the same people that are saying the game's designed for you to explore. So the people that are defending this, you need to make your minds up. Is the game there to explore, or is it there for you to fast travel because the walking around is so fucking tedious? And someone pointed out I might have missed the info about the charge rate on grenades, but if you're going to drop loot in the form of a grenade, then let me use it when I pick it up. If it's based on a charge rate, then have a grenade there by default from the very beginning of the game, and let you buy them from a vendor or find different types that you can switch to. Don't let someone find a shockwave grenade and when they pick it up they don't have the ability to use it until it's charged. That's a bad mechanic. And then there are also people that are saying to turn off tooltips because it's an option in the game. And it's because I moaned about the tooltips a lot. But they're saying to turn them off, all whilst telling me I don't know how to play the game. So tooltips are there to teach you, yet they're telling me to turn them off. And I want the tooltips there. I do in any new game because it helps you out. But I just don't appreciate them being in my face every 2 seconds. Just constantly big pop-ups. This is how you do this, this is how you do that. Especially for things that are irrelevant. Like, oh, here's map segments. Just look at the map and you can see. How hard is it to code tooltips to pop up like a quest objective to the point of them not being intrusive especially when they pop up often. Not only is it irritating, but it completely breaks the immersion. You can be walking down a corridor, you'll have enemies running towards you, and a tooltip will pop up. I want to focus on the enemies, see where they are, aim at them with this, whatever you want to call the aiming system. I don't know how so many people are defending this when it has so many problems. You just need to look at the bigger picture. And what we're going to do now is switch over to the comment section of my rant, and I want to go through some of the comments, and I want to basically put my opinion out there based on them comments, and we'll see what some people are saying. Okay, so we are over here on my video, and you'll see 2368 views, 128 likes, 169 dislikes, and yes, I've liked my own video myself. Whoop-de-doo, get over it. We're going to scroll down to the comments. Can't agree with you on this one. Been smashing this out of a full party and it's so refreshing and fun. It also looks really good. I'm sorry, the one thing I'm going to point out, looks really good. I don't care if your game looks fantastic. If it doesn't play well, I'm going to point it out. I don't pay for graphics. If I wanted graphics, I'd go to a museum or something and have a look at some art or something like that. Someone mentioned the soundtrack. If I was bothered about sounds, I would go load up Spotify or go to a music playlist on YouTube. I buy a game for the gameplay. I play a game for the gameplay. There are a few problems, but it runs a lot better than some recent titles from bigger game devs. It doesn't matter. You can't compare it to bigger games, smaller games. This is its own game. And you said at the beginning of that sentence, there are a few problems. Then the next one, I'm going to completely disagree with you, to be honest. I'm having an absolute blast. Is it perfect? Definitely not. But some of the things you mentioned, such as tooltips, can be disabled. There you go. That being said, I haven't played multiplayer, so just a solo player. My opinion is solely from solo play. Absolutely fair enough. Same with David Allison at the top. It's just someone's opinion. I have to disagree with this one. I'm playing solo and having a blast. Again, another solo player, so I'm not going to interact with them comments because I played multiplayer. That's what my video was based on. And that's also why I said I'm going to go back. I'm going to play the game in solo and put out my opinion on that portion of the game as well. Because I'm not the sort of person to just jump into a game, simply try it once on one different mode, and then just leave it forever. Sometimes I will do that, but 9 times out of 10 you won't see the video for it. Yeah, I uninstalled the Ascent. I had to give myself a little bit of breathing room. I was frustrated with it, but I had only played co-op, and I want to go back and visit it in solo, because even before I installed the game, I saw a lot of people saying solo was way more fun than co-op. So it was just simply frustration, uninstalled, boom, give it a little bit of time, and I'm going to install the game. Oh, I've already installed it. I'm going to play it again solo and see how I feel. But that's what I mean, it's all based on opinions, and people just jump the gun, they jump to conclusions and just think, oh, this person's bashing on this, I need to have my word, oh, keyboard warrior, smash my keys, I need to type this quick. But then we have this as a prime example of difference of opinions. I've been really enjoying this game since release, I've had quite a few crashes, but other than that I'm having a blast. Well, there you go, you're having problems. Problems that shouldn't be in a game, especially when they are fully released. Release it in early access, absolutely fine. I mean, a lot of the time it's still not acceptable because of the price put behind the game, and there are different factors and stuff in there. Like, sometimes I just say I don't care if it's early access or not, but sometimes I'll say, like, fair enough, they've put effort into it at least, but this game's having crashes, it's a full release, it should not be doing that. I've only played solo, so I don't know about multiplayer, disregarding. This was about multiplayer. You should probably take the time to ask yourself why so many of us are disagreeing, because just there's so many people defending it, but probably because it's free to play, technically free to play, if you own Game Pass. The game definitely isn't bug free, you've just said it yourself there, the game has bugs. That takes away from the enjoyment, and every single player in this world on any single game will have a completely different experience. My co-op experience was bad. And there you go, half the stuff you mentioned is down to you just not knowing what you're doing. You can disable the tooltips. Well, there you go, if I don't know what to do, I need them tooltips. I don't want to disable them. You can get to places faster using the cab system or the train. I don't want to do that. I want to explore in a game that's designed for people to explore. I don't want to fast travel everywhere, at least at first. We can't just chuck grenades when we want to. You earn each grenade by filling a meter, which is earned by the damage you put out towards enemies. But don't drop them on the floor for me to pick up. If I'm picking up a nade, let me chuck it straight away. I'm dying very quickly. I didn't see you utilise the cover system. You spent most of your time trying to face tank with an open guard and expect not to get severely damaged. Yeah, because I don't want to sit behind cover all the time. That's not my playstyle. This game is a blast. Again, opinion. The Ascent is incredible, I'm blown away by it, loving every minute of it, an absolute disaster. This game, seriously, that's absolutely ridiculous. Opinion. I'm enjoying the shit out of this game even with online co-op, just different experience. I've got to agree to disagree, this game's been amazing, haven't had the issues you've had, there you go. Only thing I can say, turn off tutorials, no, because I won't learn. It's okay in single player, haven't come across any lag, etc, but there's still some updates needed. I just had to listen to the nonsense rant and I wasn't disappointed, this is a blast. Because the Ascent absolutely sucked and from that moment you lost me, well bye bye. I thought you were trolling with the title, to each their own I guess, I'm loving this game. If you're on Game Pass, well it won't get patched for a long time, co-op right now is broken. Don't use that as the whole measuring stick for this game. That's exactly what I'm doing, I'm not using it as the whole measuring stick. But based on co-op, this game's not even worth a fiver, let alone 25 quid what they're charging on Steam. Worst game of 2021, you can't be serious, this was the first time I've disliked one of your videos. I don't know why you need to point out that you've disliked it, I don't care. But worst game of 2021, it's definitely up there, in my opinion, from my co-op experience. Seriously, you claim this is the worst game of the year so far, it's better than Trash Riders, Outriders, also better than Dark Alliance or the broken unfinished Cyberpunk. This game's actually gorgeous and fun, I don't care about it being gorgeous at all. For once, get off the angry soapbox. Sure, it's not perfect, but not nearly as bad as you just went on about. Well, it was in my opinion, and better than Outriders, Dark Alliance, Cyberpunk. Oh well, so what if it is? Outriders is a bad game, I've pointed that out for my entirety of playing, but I still enjoy the game so I play it. Dark Alliance, brain dead AI, they don't even fucking move. But I still sat there and played the game. Cyberpunk, I've barely touched. And it worked perfectly for me, pretty much. There were a couple of issues here and there. I played on PC, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as like PS4 or something, but I just didn't really enjoy the games, I didn't play much of it. Again, it's opinion, and I don't know why people don't understand this. Interesting, because I've been loving this game, that's your opinion. I've been playing single player since online co-op isn't working. Well, my video was based on co-op, it's not working. So, a lot of the dislikes that people have left are people that are playing solo. My video was about co-op. You can see me and Pete in the gameplay. I have to disagree with you on this one. This is my current pick for Game of the Year. Again, opinion. I'm going to give you a pass on this one. I'm loving this. I do have to say only a single player so far. Disregarded. Co-op again. Look, I love your videos, but I have to disagree with this one. I've been having a blast. I've been playing it solo. Again, disregarded. You know you can turn off the pop-ups in the settings and unlock fast travel via train and taxi rides, save or the walk-in. But again, not exploring. And again, I need to know what's going on. Bad review, this game's amazing, play the game, don't listen to this guy has a bad computer or something, that's funny because I'm on the Series X. He doesn't even know about the taxi, I think, play this game, because I want to explore. I played this game 7 hours and I like it so far, yeah the map's crap and I have a hard time to find the next location I need to go to, well there you go, their navigation systems are shit as well. I normally like your stuff but you're so off base this time, your opinion. Gotta disagree, seems like you're complaining just to complain. I don't do that. I like your videos, but sometimes we look for the bad instead of enjoying what's good. This game, in my opinion, isn't good. Like, you get the gist. I'm not going to carry on. This being like a 15-minute video as it is. This is the worst take on the channel. You're usually on point. I'm on point in my opinion with this one as well. You got it the wrong way around. As soon as the gameplay started, you were running everywhere. I don't see any evidence that you can even walk in this game. Just, that's enough. I'm not going into it. You get my point with it. A lot of people are playing solo. You can see if I click through this. Look, tooltip. I just click a random spot in the video, tooltip, that takes up a third of your entire screen and you have to hold B to close it. But look, you can see 1, 2. There are 2 of us. We are playing co-op and a lot of people are enjoying this game solo. I only played co-op. So I'm only going to release my opinion on the co-op side of things. So if I say it's bad in co-op, you're enjoying it in solo, completely different. Honestly, if you're gonna go to any video on YouTube, if you're gonna do anything in life, just know that people have their own opinions and they're entitled to them. And I'm surprised there wasn't comments, oh look, you just delete all the negative comments, because you can see from this, the comments are there that are negative towards me. I don't care. At the end of the day, I turn my computer stuff on when I wake up. I sit there, I do my work. People will have their opinions on the internet because they're entitled to them. And I will do the same. If you don't like it, just move on. Whatever. If you agree, then like, sub, check out the merch, the memberships, Patreon, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.